Harry, we hoped you'd only gone one fireplace too far. I was frantic.
She still looks really creepy with her eyes just staring into my soul. If that's the case, then maybe she'd be able to figure out that I'm...
Would you like me to
never
go
mind.
look for them?
That's so kind of you, Harry, but I think you'll need to get your
Hello,
things
my name's
first.
Ginny. I
What
have a
was on your
task for you,
list?
Harry.
A copy of
Okay.
the Standard Book of Spells, Grade 2, from Flourish and
Yeah, this
Blot,
is
and
the
a new
next
potion
part of
bar
the
from
game where we
Lowbridge.
just have to
Well, let's all go to Flourish and Blots then.
run around
and you
and
might need this.
get
It fell into
stuff.
the heart when you used the flu powder.
This
Thanks,
is kind of an
Mrs.
example of
Weasley.
the to-do list
Come on, Harry.
like
Let's
thing
go
that
to
they
Flourish
showed
and
up.
Blots.
Yeah, Ginny in this game looks nothing like she does in the movie, which I kind of appreciate. It's a bit closer to the cover illustrations in my book. Speaking of books, I've not really seen them, but I know that there's a illustrated version of the first couple of Harry Potter novels that recently came out. I don't know what a lot of them look like, and I don't think they tried to model themselves after the movie. Though, while we're still on the subject of Harry Potter things in general, there was also a short-lived card game that was given a card from the game along with my movie ticket when I went to see this movie.
Ouch!
And I remember it was like something about potions class or whatever, and it had an excerpt from the actual book, which I always appreciate, and it was neat. I would totally play that card game once or twice, maybe. It's probably no Hearthstone, but Hearthstone doesn't have Harry Potter characters in it.
How much is this book?
The Standard Book of Spells, Grade 2, by Miranda Goshawk. Ah, now that would be one sickle.
No, how
I'd like to buy
convenient.
that,
That's
please.
exactly as much money as I have. I gotta go
Thank
over to
you. With the knowledge
the
contained in this book, you'll
Goblin
be able to
Bank,
cast more
Gringotts.
powerful spells.
get
Here's
money
a
out of
helpful
my
hint from the book,
thing.
just for
I don't
you.
think you're actually able
Build
to
up the
do
power
that,
on your
though,
wand
so I gotta find
and
other
cast
ways
it
to...
when the spell is ready. But be careful. Don't overpower your spells, or you could end up in a spot of trouble.
Yeah, I remember I didn't really understand what he meant by that. It basically just means that if you charge up your spell for too long, it does that. You don't take damage, you just get stunned for a short amount of time. So I was like, oh man, where's this big old spot of trouble that we are alluding to here? Yeah, it mostly affects Flipendo, because now you're able to charge up this spell and break boxes and do some other stuff that we'll need to do in order to do the other stuff that Ginny wanted us to do. You know, grab all her crap that she lost. Man, at least I managed to find my way out of here without asking Harry Potter for help. Oh, wait a minute. I am Harry Potter. Never mind.
Well, Harry, did you
Now that we have our
Yes,
book,
Mrs.
we've
Weasley.
triggered
I can't
another
wait to
cutscene.
try out what I've learned. Where
Apparently
did
I
you leave
already
your
have.
things, Ginny?
I think I dropped my brass scales when I
Now
passed the
she's gonna
fireplace
tell us
in the
about all the
magical
stuff that she
menagerie.
lost that we
My
gotta
new
go get.
quill definitely fell into the back
I
of
think that's the
Dad's
only
desk.
thing that
And I'm
Harry
sure I
has to
saw
get.
Hagrid when I
So once
lost
we
my
collect all
skeleton.
these other
So
things
I
for
think I
Ginny,
must be in the Leaky
we're
Cauldron.
able to not go to
Magical
Hogwarts,
menagerie, Gamble
but
and
move
Jade
on
and the
to
Leaky
the
Cauldron.
next
Got it.
part of the game.
Really appreciate this, Harry. It is so kind of you to do this for Ginny.
Yes, Harry. Thanks so much.
I don't even
Now
remember
go on.
volunteering
Show
to
us what
do
you
this.
can
I'm
do
pretty
with
sure you were
spells.
just complaining
Bet
about
you can
losing your
smash those
stuff.
barrels over there.
And then your creepy mom kept staring at me and I was like, I don't know what to do. So we're gonna need some more money. Luckily, these barrels just happen to have money in them. Money's a weird thing in the wizarding world. I don't even remember what the exchange rate is. It's like, it's not something like on a base of 10, because that would make way too much sense. Instead, we got like 7 sickles to 1 galleon or something weird like that. I don't know. The Leaky Cauldron. Yes, we can, because I believe there's a thing that we need to get in here anyway. Which I wasn't intending on coming in here first, but I couldn't resist going to the save point, so it's too late. Oh, hello, Hagrid. You are
Did I tell you,
so
I've been having a bit
large.
of trouble lately with flesh-eating slugs.
That reminds me of a YouTube poop called Harry Potter and the Flesh-Eating Slug. So, It's kind of rendered oddly, but that is one of the things that we need to get. However, they pulled a Super Mario 64 on me. Except they didn't change the picture of the thing that I needed into a picture of Voldemort. Of course, at this point we didn't even know what Voldemort was going to look like, but I think anyone could have predicted what Voldemort ended up looking like in those movies. So that's just... It's weird. I don't remember how the book described it, but I wasn't expecting a guy with no hair and no nose, but that's neither here nor there, because at this current point in time, Voldemort coming back is the last thing from our mind. So as you can see from that plot, as soon as we get out of here, we can go over to where the thing is, because we put that bracer on and it won't fall over as we try to get the thing. So now the rest of this is just going to be getting out of here. But I still gotta cast spells on literally everything, because I gotta have my beads! And of course, as soon as I get hit once, I just bleed bead. So let's try to avoid getting hit. Always gotta look around for secret stuff. Also, apparently Donkey Kong is in this basement. Don't know what that's all about, but he's not a very smart gorilla. That's all that junk. It's gonna be a common theme for the rest of this game where you can just hit a thing with a spell a whole bunch of times and a bunch of beans will come out. Yay! I love that animation so much. And here's one of those instances where we got a wall sneak above an elevated platform. I must say this, I really liked the Christopher Columbus directed Harry Potter films from a visual aesthetic point of view, just because from Prisoner of Azkaban, Prisoner of Azkaban onward, a lot of times the costumes were less robe-based and more like regular people clothes-based, and just made me feel like I wasn't in the wizarding world anymore. I mean, it makes sense to wear regular clothes when you're in the like a Muggle city, but like you're at people are at Hogwarts and they're wearing jeans and sweaters. It's like, no, I thought robes were mandatory at this school. Because people are always talking about in the books and be like, I gotta buy new robes. And then the Weasleys are like, we're so poor, we have to hand me down our robes. And they're apparently the only family that does it, because everyone else always has their robes. Alright. I remember what spells I have. This actually might be the end of our little mini dungeon area. Yeah, because we're back in the Leaky Cauldron. Maybe that's the Leaky Cauldron right there. Who knows? In Lego Harry Potter, which is another truly excellent game if you are a Harry Potter fan, you actually start the game off in the Leaky Cauldron every time you start up from a save file. So you're in the Leaky Cauldron, then you like choose to go to Hogwarts, or like choose to go to another room to do some other stuff, and it's a fun old time. The thing with Lego games is a lot of times Lego anything is more often than not the best of that game. Like, can you really think of any Pirates of the Caribbean games that are better than Lego Pirates of the Caribbean? For Harry Potter, you could make a good argument. For Star Wars, you could make a very good argument against it. But for a lot of the others, like Jurassic Park, there's maybe one other game that deserves to be called the best Jurassic Park game. And what are some other series that have been Lego-fied? I should know this off the top of my head, but I'm busy playing a not-Lego game right now. I guess there's some really good Lord of the Rings games out there, notably
How much are stink pellets?
a certain game that came out in 2014 called Shadow Mordor. Woo! I love that game.
Some stink pellets!
Oops, I didn't actually mean to buy those. No! I could have bought 4 Standard Book of Spells Part Year 2 with those. Oh, well, they're helpful in some instances, because there's going to be a situation later on where I'm going to have to avoid some prefects, just like in real Harry Potter. And, yeah, it'll be useful. But the real reason we're here is because Thank you for teaching me something I already knew. So there's this thing from earlier, and Harry's like, I need new match. Since we now have that book that lets us charge up spells, we can open up the door. First, we're gonna look for chests real quick. These health upgrades are obviously a very, very excellent thing to going after. I got a whole bunch more sickles, so that makes up for me spending 4 of them. Ugh, a chocolate frog just ambushed me. Need it. I want the cards that come with the chocolate frog, not the chocolate frog itself. Well, I guess the door's open. Or, like, yeah, the entryway that it came out of. So I guess I can just leave, since I already got the Ginny item that I got. Now we're going to be moving on to the third, and in my opinion, most difficult part of this Ginny-centric quest, which is a mandatory stealth section. For those of you that don't know, that's probably my least favorite trope in all of video games, which is mandatory stealth sections in games that are not stealth-based, which this game has far more than it deserves to have. But, if we're lucky, using save states will make this go by easier, because I do remember getting stuck at
I'm feeding the stock.
various different points of the game, just getting stuck on these stupid stealth sequences. This one included, by the way, though this is one of the easier ones, so it shouldn't take me a really long time. I can only hope. Yeah, this guy apparently doesn't know that one of Ginny's things is back here.
Didn't you hear me, boy? I said it. We're closed now. Go away. I don't know. It's today.
Yeah, he says go away, but he doesn't kick me out. He only kicks me out if he catches me now. So I gotta sneak around and get to that switch. Yeah, without being spotted by him, essentially. And once he spots me, it's not like you'll be able to run away
if the noise of
because
a spell might distract him.
yeah, and there is a super advanced spell that must be for later years because I never get access to it, which basically will just immobilize me completely. So if he ever spots me, that's what's going to happen.
If I can just stay out of his way.
I must be hearing things.
I hit the button. I'm not sure if I need to get to the door.
Come here, boy.
Oops. Well, there's the spell that I mentioned earlier that immobilizes me. I already hit the switch.
Come in here one more time. I swear I'll feed you to the flubber worms.
Does the switch stay pressed, though? That is the question at hand. Actually, where even is the door that
I wonder
switch
if the
opens
noise
in
of a
this
spell
place? I
might
don't even know.
distract him.
So I just kind of... Oh, there's the door, and I don't see any bars on it, so I think we're home free. So we're just going to run like the dickens. He totally saw me, but it doesn't matter, because I am here.
Ginny's brass scales!
I got Ginny's brass. She'll totally fall in love with me in 5 years now, because I got her brass scales. And we also get another one of them fancy cards for our hard work, and we
Number
are
28.
nearly
Ginny Toad.
halfway to getting a health upgrade based on those, so that's really nice. Unfortunately, there's no secret back door, so we gotta go out the way we came. Here I am! Oh, I was really expecting to get caught. Alright, so long, suckers!
Flubber worms.